My name is Eric Tucker. I cover the FBI, Justice Department, and National Security for the Associated Press in Washington. And today we are talking about responses from Republican politicians to the FBI search of Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida yesterday. Today we talked to Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas, and this is what he had to say.
It feels like last night Lady Justice took her blindfold off. When all this went down in Mar-a-Lago, my phone blew up. Friends and family members asked me what in the world is going on. Why is the law not being applied equally? Friends texted me things like, is the FBI turned into the Gestapo?
That sentiment that we heard expressed from Senator Marshall is a very common reaction that we have been hearing for the last 24 hours from Republican lawmakers and allies of former President Trump. The flip side of that argument, though, is that the FBI conducts court-authorized search warrants day in and day out of subjects of an investigation. So from the perspective of the FBI and Justice Department, they would argue that they did everything by the book and consistent with the way they approach all investigations, regardless of who the person is. Next, we spoke to Representative Mike Turner from the House Intelligence Committee.
The concern here, obviously, is the politicalization of the Department of Justice and the intelligence community. What we see here is really a line that's being crossed where the Department of Justice has raided a former president's home. Reportedly, this is over the President's Records Act and the archivist's job to take those records from the president. And if that's true, this obviously is something that doesn't rise to the level where you'd have the FBI raiding a person's home. A clerical transaction is not something what you would have FBI agents outside.
Our understanding of what the FBI was doing is different than what we just heard from the congressman. He described it as a clerical matter, but I think it's important to note that the Justice Department has been investigating for months the presence of classified records in boxes that were retrieved earlier this year from Mar-a-Lago. There are numerous statutes that govern the handling of government records and in particular classified information. Turner also said that he has reached out to the FBI Director Chris Wray for more information about what happened.
So I sent a letter to the Director Wray demanding that he disclose to Congress the national security threat, the basis for which he ordered this raid, because certainly it must rise to a national security level threat for the FBI to raid a former president's home.
That request from Representative Turner to hear directly from FBI Director Wray is very understandable and frankly is something that the media would love to as well. There are many, many questions that we all have, media, the public, everyone, about why the FBI took this extraordinary action.